Let's write the function that will update our button status depending if we have something in our basket or not. So whenever our basket is empty, this checkout button shouldn't be available to click. So we're going to disable it. So we're going to write two functions for this. I'm going to put a mark here and say control checkout button. And first is going to be private func and call this checkout button status update. Okay, and we can call this function where we have our to-do node. So I'm going to remove this and put it here. So every time we are updating our labels, we are total label. Also, we are going to update the status of our checkout button. So what we want to do is to check if we have items in our basket. Otherwise, we are going to disable our checkout button. So let's say checkout button outlet dot is enabled is equals to all items dot count is greater than 0. So if this is true, the is enabled will be true. If this is false, it's going to be disabled. And since we want to also visually indicate that this button is disabled, I want to change the background color to be gray so that our user can see that it's not red, so it means something is disabled. So we say if checkout button outlet is enabled, and we put our curly braces, then we say checkout button outlet dot background color, and this is going to be equals, and I will choose my color by say, color literal, and you can choose if this is enabled is going to be our pink color, else we're going to say we're going to call a function here which is going to be disable our button. So let's write this function. And let's call it here. So when we want to disable our checkout button, I'm going to say checkout button outlet is enabled is equals to false. And then we're going to check the background color. So let's just copy this, put it here, and double click here to change the, let's take the gray one. Yeah. Okay. Now if we run, we don't have an option to check if this thing works. Basically, right now we don't have any option to delete something from our basket. Right now it's available. So in our next lecture, we are going to write the code to be able to remove something from our basket. And also we will check if the status here works and if the updating of our label is working correctly as well.